you're building an agency or a small business, then you most likely know that you need to have a strong mindset. You also probably know that this is a long-term game. And yet, there are people on the internet that are telling you that that's not always the case. That you can build a business, a successful one, in just 3 months. Every time I hear this, I just think to myself that whenever you want to build anything that is valuable, there are two important conditions that need to be met. The first one is time, and the second one is effort. Let's talk about the concept of time first. Last episode, I was talking about my schedule, which, as you might have seen, is pretty tight and is fully focused on work. I know that I might not have that many social activities. I know that I might be missing out on parties and going out and socializing with people. After all, I'm 24 years old. I'm not 40. So most of the people on my age are doing exactly that. They're going out, they're meeting new people, they're trying to not waste their youth, as people say. But let's really think about wasting and let's really go deeper into that. The time that it will take to build a business, I know it's long. It will be 3, 4, 5, 6 years maybe, if we're talking about a very successful business and a business that will last long. And I have accepted that fact. I have accepted that I will need to put in all these years of my time because I know that the reward on the other side will be greater. I know that there will be no weekdays or there will be no weekends. I mean, if I didn't really have any meetings with clients during the weekdays, I wouldn't really even know what kind of day it is. I wouldn't know if it is Monday or if it's Friday because it's pretty much the same. Every day is pretty much following the schedule that I showed in the last video. It's work and working out. Now, yes, of course, I do go out. It happens. It's not like I'm only sitting at home and just working out. No, of course, everyone needs to go out a little bit. I have to meet some people, meet my sister, meet some friends. Of course, that happens. But it's not like I'm doing it the same amount of time as other people, and I'm definitely not putting a priority on this. If I have some kind of a task to do in my job, not in my job, in my building my business, then I'll definitely be spending the time doing that instead of going out. It's like setting a priority and it's about having principles. And for me, the principle is working on my business comes first instead of socializing and wasting my time on going to a cafe or just hanging out and just talking about pointless stuff about reality shows like The Bachelor and stuff like that. So I don't really find also the point in that. And that's why every single waking hour to me, I'm either working on a business or improving myself. And maybe you can put the gatherings with improving yourself, because I also know that if you're constantly working, let's say 16-hour work days, and you're doing that for 3 years and you never meet any other people, then there is a big chance that you'll probably succeed, but then when you come out of this period, then you will pretty much be useless in a social activity, and that's not always a good thing, especially when you grow a business and then you have to network with other people. If you don't really know what to do when you're in a social setting, then that's also very bad. So of course, put in a little time for going out, but don't make it a priority. That's at least my kind of rule that I follow. And then the second condition that I mentioned earlier is the effort one. And what I mean by this is it's not simply about putting in 12-hour workdays and just thinking that this will get you ahead. Actually, it's about pushing in the right places. It's about focusing where you should be focusing. For example, right now, especially in the beginning of the business, I should be working mostly on the business instead of in the business. What do I mean by this? Well, on the business means that I'll be outreaching to new clients, I'll be trying to build up the business, I'll be trying to grow it even more if, of course, that is possible. And of course, I wouldn't be leaving my clients hanging. Of course, I would also make sure that they are serviced and everything there is happening as it should be, and I'm not leaving them on autopilot. But still, especially right now, I need to focus on the right things. And then I know that these things will change as time goes by. In 1 year, maybe the ratio of working on the business to working in the business will change. You never know. But still, whatever the case is, you need to know where to put in the effort. It's not just simply about working. And then it's also about remembering that these tough times are building my character. I mean, after all, if I don't really go into any kind of hardship, if I don't really have any kind of challenges in front of me, if everything is just going smoothly and every deal that I have goes the right way, every kind of sales call I have goes the right way, any kind of strategy that we implement for our clients goes the right way, would I really learn anything? Would I really build my character? Would I build up discipline, resilience? Would I come out as a better person after I have finished with this business? I don't really think so. So I am open to all this hardship and all these challenges because I know that this is what will make me grow after all. Because in the end, I always remember and I always go back to why am I really doing this? Why do I really want to work on a business and have a business and develop it and grow it? It's because I don't want to be average. This has always been my number one enemy and it will always continue to be my number one enemy. Especially right now, with how the world is going, everyone is just okay with being average. Just spending their time like all the other people, just waking up at 8 a.m., taking out the dog, then coming back home, working for 8 or 9 hours, then watching a movie, taking the dog out again, and just repeating this cycle. And then maybe on the weekend there is something more fun, like going out to a park or something like that. To me, I'm here for the long game and I'm going to be giving my best. Whether it's about building up a business, whether it's about building a personal brand, I think this is what is required for success. And this is the mindset that we need to have when we're building a business. There is no success formula as some people on the internet are saying. Now, what would you like me to talk about next? I know that maybe mindset is not the most pleasant topic for everyone, but I still think that we had to address it, especially early in the series of Agency from Zero. So yeah, let me know what you would like me to talk about next. I'm open to discuss anything and I would really enjoy if you're also involved in this journey. And remember, never settle for average.